Hey guys, what's cooking? Welcome back to the Sports Oven. This will be our weekly preview video of the English Premier League. So let's go. So before we go into our preview, let's quickly recap the games from last week. So Monday it was a 1-1 draw between Leicester and West Brom. Sunday it were two draws. Brighton and Everton drew 1-1. Southampton and Newcastle 2-2. On Saturday, Manchester United played at a dull draw with Liverpool at Anfield, thanks to Jose Mourinho. Burnley and West Ham drew 1-1. Crystal Palace beat the champions 2-1. Manchester City totally demolished Stoke 7-2. Swansea won at home 2-0. Tottenham for another one at Wembley 1-0. And Watford beat Arsenal 2-1. As I said, that was a potential banana peel. So let's get into the previews. For this weekend, the first game will be on Friday, and that's between West Ham and Brighton. So I do see West Ham playing much better than they've had for previous weeks. As the season started, they have steadily progressed. So I do expect them to beat Brighton. I'm going for a score of 2-1. So yeah. The other matches now will be played on Saturday, and it starts with Chelsea versus Watford. So Chelsea lost their last game to Crystal Palace. I can't see them losing this one, as they need to bounce back. That 3-3 draw in the Champions League was pretty good. So I do expect them to get back on track. So I'm going for a 2-1 win, because Watford, they aren't no pushovers. So let's go. Man United versus Huddersfield at Huddersfield is the next game. And they're coming off a dull draw with Liverpool, but they won in midweek, which was pretty much the same thing, a defensive showing. But I'm going for them to return to form, goal scoring form that is, and to win 3-0 on the road. With Marcus Rashford out as well, I do expect Martial to put in a very good performance in this game, seeing as I'm assuming he will start, but who knows, it's Jose. The form team in Europe at the moment, Man City, will face Burnley at the Etihad. So I can only see a Man City win. They haven't had any injuries, barring the long-term one, which is Mendy. I only see them winning this one, so 3-0 to City. The next match is Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. Newcastle are at home, and I'm sure the Toonami will be expecting them to win. Granted, they're on a good moment right now. They have good form. However, that morale boosting win by Crystal Palace at against the champions, I can only see them going further, So I'm going for Crystal Palace to win this one, 2-1. So the next one on our list is Stoke versus Bournemouth. Now, these are two teams that are conceding goals. Stoke haven't been scoring that much. They did score 2 against Man City at the weekend, so that's good. But Bournemouth are pretty bereft of goals at the moment. I can only see this one being into a draw. I'd say 1-1. The other match is Swansea versus Leicester. Leicester have sacked Craig Shakespeare after their defeat last week, or their draw last week rather. That has slipped them into the relegation zone. I expect the caretaker to get some form of reaction from them. And Swansea, seeing that they're coming off a good result at home, I think they'll try to bring that same momentum in. So I'm going for a 2-2 draw with this one. The final match on Saturday is Southampton versus West Brom. Now we all know how Southampton play, possession and try to take it down the wings, etc. West Brom is more a solid team, defense worse, as it's a Tony Pulis coach team. However, goals are the problem for both teams, and for this reason I can't see this being anything other than a draw. Both these teams, as I said, struggle for goals, so I'm going with a 1-1 draw for this one. On to Sunday. It's Super Sunday, and one of the matches of the season, you would think it would be Everton versus Arsenal. So Arsenal lost their last game to Watford, as I mentioned, 2-1. Everton, they drew 1-1, but they've lost their match in the Europa League to Lyon 2-1, so they're on a bit of a slump. This is a match where you usually say Everton would win based on the fact that it's at Goodison and they have a good record versus Arsenal. However, I'm going for an Arsenal win 2-1. And the humdinger of the weekend, it's Tottenham versus Liverpool. Now this is at Wembley, where we know Tottenham aren't that good. Liverpool came off with a draw. I think Manchester United let them off the hook by not attacking them. I can't see the same thing happening with Spurs. Pochettino is a attack first coach, so I do see this matches having goals. So I'm saying Tottenham to win 2-1. So thanks for tuning in on this week's preview, guys. Please like, share, subscribe, and tell me what your predictions are for the weekend. If you have different predictions from me, please let me know. Put it in the comments below. Your patronage is much appreciated. Till next time, peace out.